Hello, my future RN friends. Welcome back to my channels. I know we're very busy reviewing for our TEAS exam, and I'm very busy working on my YouTube video for science review questions. So in this video, this is gonna be a little bit different because I have categorized all the questions, and so you will know which part of science this question comes from. And mind you guys, this is only 15 review questions. However, you can answer more if you stick along in this video. Okay, I'll tell you where to get your practice review questions. Okay, the first question is under nervous system. So if a person smells something sweet, what form of information is this initially perceived as in the nervous system? A. Cognitive, B. Integrative, C. Motor, or D. Sensory? If a person smells something sweet, what form of information is this initially perceived as in the nervous system? A. Cognitive, B. Integrative, C. Motor, or D. Sensory? You can write your answer or A, B, C, D, and then we will check it after number 15 questions. Okay, number 2 question is under organization of the human body. Which of the following regions of the body is divided into thigh, leg, ankle, and foot? Is it A, central, B, head, C, lower, D, upper? Again, which of the following regions of the body is divided into the thigh, leg, ankle, and foot? A, central, B, head, C, lower, D, upper. Next question. Next question is going to be under cardiovascular system. Which substance is plasma mostly composed of? Which substance is plasma mostly composed of? A. Albumin, B. Leukocytes, C. Platelets, or D. Water? Again, I'll repeat the choices. A for albumin, B for leukocytes, C for platelets, and D for water. Make sure you write your answers so that you can remember it later on. Number 4, same category, cardiovascular system. Which blood group is a universal donor? Which blood group is a universal donor? Is it A, group A? Is it B, type B? Okay, I can just say group or type. Is it C, type AB? Or is it D, type O? Which blood group is a universal donor? Is it A, type A, B, B, C, type AB, or D, type O? Okay. Number 5, same category, cardiovascular system. Blood oxygen levels are most likely low when blood blank. Is it A, leaves the aorta? Is it B, fills the right atrium? Is it C, reaches body tissues? Or is it D, flows through arteries? Again, blood oxygen levels are most likely low when blood blank. A, leaves aorta. B, fills the right atrium. C, reaches body tissues. Or D, flows through arteries. Okay, next question. Next question is under gastrointestinal system. After food has been masticated in the oral cavity, where does it go next? Is it A, colon, B, liver, C, pancreas, or D, pharynx? After food has been masticated in the oral cavity, where does it go next? A, colon, B, liver, C, pancreas, or D, pharynx? Next number 7, it's under urinary system. So urinary tract is composed of the blank, ureter, and urethra. What is the missing word? Is it A, bladder? Is it B, glomerulus, C, kidney, or D, nephron? The urinary tract is composed of the blank, ureter, and urethra. A. Bladder. B. Glomerulus. C. Kidney. Or D. Nephron. Okay, the next question is under category chemical bonds or chemistry. So, which of the following atoms is a cation? Is it A, 14 protons, 14 neutrons, and 18 electrons? B, 34 protons, 45 neutrons, and 36 electrons? C, 35 protons, 44 neutrons, and 35 electrons? D, 82 protons, 125 neutrons, and 78 electrons. Again, which of the following atoms is a cation? A, 14 protons, 14 neutrons, and 18 electrons. B, 34 protons, 45 neutrons, and 36 electrons. C, 35 protons, 44 neutrons, 35 electrons. Or D, 82 protons, 125 neutrons, and 78 electrons. Make a wise answer. Okay, number 9. This category is under designing an experiment, so application of science knowledge. Number 9. A student notices a pattern of stripes on 5 tigers. Each of the 5 tigers has the same stripe pattern. Using his inductive reasoning, what does he logically assume based on this information? A. The pattern continues to change over time. B. Natural adaptations cause this pattern to occur. C. Each offspring will have the same stripe pattern. Or D. Ancestors of the tigers have different stripe patterns. So again, a student notices a pattern of stripes on 5 tigers. Each of the 5 tigers has the same stripe pattern. Using his inductive reasoning, what does he logically assume based on this information? A. The pattern continues to change over time. B. Natural adaptations cause this pattern to occur. C. Each offspring will have the same stripe pattern. Or D. Ancestors of the tigers have different stripe patterns. Okay. Number 10. Number 10 category is reproductive system. Prior to sexual intercourse, the penis becomes erect blank. A. By muscular action. B. When the vas deferens elongates. C. When sperm are produced in the testicles. Or D. When the corpus cavernosum fills with blood. Okay, so think about it. Prior to sexual intercourse, the penis becomes erect blank. A. By muscular action. B. When the vas deferens elongates. C. When sperm are produced in the testicles. Or D. When the corpus cavernosum fills with blood. Okay, number 11, it's under organization of the human body. Which of the following types of tissues include cells of the immune system and of the blood? A. Connective. B. Epithelial. C. Muscle. Or D. Neutral. Which of the following types of tissues include cells of the immune system and the blood? A. Connective. B. Epithelial. C. Muscle. Or D. Neutral. Number 12, it's under category skeletal system. How many bones are in the adult human body? A. 200. B. 206. C. 250. Or D. 270. Again, how many bones are in the adult human body? A. 200. B. 206. C. 250. Or D. 270. Okay, next is under lymphatic system. Number 13, antibodies attach to invading pathogens, marking them for blank. So antibodies attach to invading pathogens, marking them for blank. A. Destruction. B. Penetration. C. Reproduction. Or D. Transformation. Now again, number 13, antibodies attach to invading pathogens, marking them for blank. A. Destruction. B. Penetration. C. Reproduction. Or D. Transformation. Number 14, category muscular system. Where is skeletal muscle found? A. Inside the heart. B. Attached to bone. C. Lining the wall of the bladder. Or D. Within the gastrointestinal tract. Again, where is skeletal muscle found? A. Inside the heart. B. Attached to bone. C. Lining the walls of the bladder. Or D. Within the gastrointestinal tract. Okay, last question. It's under category skeletal system. What body system is the skeletal system most closely associated with when hematopoiesis happens? A. Urinary system. B. Digestive system. C. Muscular system. Or D. Cardiovascular system. So what body system is the skeletal system most closely associated with when hematopoiesis happens? A. Urinary system. B. Digestive system. C. Muscular system. Or D. Cardiovascular system. That's it. That's all the review questions, 15. And let's go over with your answers. Okay, so number one, if a person smells something sweet, what form of information is this initially perceived as in the nervous system? The answer is letter D, sensory. To explain that, a sensory nerve is a nerve that carries sensory signals to the brain. These types of nerves detect sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. Okay, number two, which of the following regions of the body is divided into the thigh, leg, ankle, and foot? The answer is lower. Okay, the lower region of the body includes the lower limb and is divided into the thigh, leg, ankle, and foot. Is it clear? Okay, next one. Which substance is plasma mostly composed of? The correct answer is water. So roughly 92% of the plasma in blood is made of water. This is what contributes to the fluid nature of plasma as an extracellular matrix in blood. Okay, number four question. Which blood group is a universal donor? Donor. I can't pronounce this word. Okay, the correct answer is letter D because there are several blood groups A, B, and O. These letters stand for certain proteins found of the blood cells of that particular blood group. Blood group O is a universal blood donor, which means a person with that particular blood group can donate to a person with a different blood group. Blood group AB is a universal acceptor, meaning those with AB blood can receive any other type of blood. Blood group A can only receive group A blood, and blood group B can only receive group B blood. This information is essential if someone ever needs a blood transfusion. A blood test is the only way to find out which blood type you have. Okay. Okay, number five, cardiovascular system question. Blood oxygen levels are most likely low when blood. The answer is letter B, fills the right atrium. Okay, so in the process of blood circulation, blood returns to the heart, which is deoxygenated via the two vena cavas, and then enters into the right atrium. Blood then flows into the right ventricle to the pulmonary artery, which travels to the lungs to become oxygenated. Once oxygenated, the blood returns to the heart via the pulmonary vein into the left atrium, left ventricle, and eventually back into the body through the aorta for circulation. Okay, next, after food has been masticated in the oral cavity, where does it go next? So it goes to the pharynx. So the answer is letter D. Once the food has been masticated in the oral cavity, it is then swallowed and travels back into the pharynx, down into the esophagus, which leads into the stomach. Okay, number seven, the urinary tract is composed of the blank, ureter, and urethra. The answer is bladder. So the urinary system consists of the urinary tract which includes the bladder, ureter, and urethra. These structures transport urine, a byproduct of kidney filtration, out of the body. Okay, number 8. Which of the following atoms is a cation? So the answer is letter D, 82 protons, 125 neutrons, and 78 electrons. Because it has more protons than electrons, this atom has a positive charge and can be identified as a cation. So number 9, a student notices a pattern of stripe on 5 tigers. Each of the 5 tigers has the same stripe pattern. Using his inductive reasoning, what does he logically assume based on this information? So the answer is letter C. Each offspring will have the same stripe pattern. Okay, inductive reasoning involves making specific observations and using them to make broad statements. The student observes that all of the tigers have the same stripe pattern. He can use this observation to make the broad statement that all the tigers' offspring will have the same stripe pattern. That's the answer. Okay, number 10. Prior to sexual intercourse, the penis becomes erect, letter D, when the corpus cavernosum fills with blood. So, blood suffuses the corpus cavernosum and other erectile tissues, causing an erection. Okay, number 11. Which of the following types of tissues include cells of the immune system and the blood? The answer is letter A, connective. So connective tissue is found between other tissues all over the body, in all body systems, and provides supports, bind together, and protects tissues and organs in the body. Connective tissues consist of 3 main components. We have the fibers, ground substance, and cells. Okay, number 12. How many bones are in the adult human body? So the answer is letter B, 206. At birth, a human has roughly 270 bones. So we have 270 bones at birth. As some of these bones fuse, this number decreases to 206, the number of bones in the adult human body. Okay, so 206 is the number of bones in human body, adult. Number 13, antibodies attached to invading pathogens, marking them for blank. The answer is destruction. So, an antibody is a type of immunoglobulin and is also a protein made by plasma cells in response to the antigen. Each antibody is designed for only one specific antigen. The main reason for the binding of the antibody to a specific antigen is to help destroy it. Some antibodies can destroy the antigens directly, or others make it easier for the white blood cells to destroy the antigen. The antibody is full of many types of antibodies by way of natural or passive immunity. Okay, number 14, where is skeletal muscle found? The answer is letter B, attached to the bone. Okay, so our skeletal muscle is attached to bone. There are 3 types of muscles in the body, which we have cardiac, smooth, and skeletal. Smooth muscles line the walls of internal organs, and cardiac is found inside the heart. Skeletal muscles are attached to bone and aid in body movement. Okay, 15. What body system is the skeletal system most closely associated with when hematopoiesis happens? The answer is cardiovascular system. During hematopoiesis, bones generate red blood cells. These cells are associated with functions in the cardiovascular system. That's it. I hope you learned something in today's video, and please continue checking my channel because I'll be posting videos like once or twice a week. Okay, so I have taken this review questions from smarteditionacademy.com. They have a lot of topic that they cover, and they categorize it where it's going to be easier for you to think as to like where the questions come from. And I will post the link below where I get this study guide from, so that it will be easier for you to to click the link, and then you can practice the test on your own. Okay, so science have 53 questions, and they provided full set of questions, 53 science questions. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a message below and comment, and I would gladly help you with whatever I can. So this is Beth from Reality Life series, and I have to sign out now because my kids are here. And have a good day, everybody. Bye. Say bye. Bye. Come here, Merly. Say bye.